Ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, King of Bling. Before I get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone who tunes in and checks out my videos. And a special shout out to the homie Chad. Thank you for trusting me with your builds and creating these opportunities to make them possible. Today's video, I'll be working on the King of Bling. This car originally came all chrome, including the shell, but then we had an issue and the paint came off the shell, and then Chad sent out an orange 64 shell, but he wasn't satisfied with that, so I knew that wasn't going to be the end of this build. Chad tried to spruce it up by getting this decal kit from Monster Graphics. It gave it some flavor, but it still wasn't good enough, so he went all out and got a nice new custom painted shell from Mijo's Paints with a color combination of gold and silver. They even got a chassis to match. It even has a deep interior with a dark red color and fox carpeting. If you thought you saw a clear trunk, you're actually right, you did. But there's a good reason that trunk is clear. Check out these custom-made speakers for it with the name King of Bling. This is a very nice sound system with 4 subwoofers and an amp and a back wall that lights up. And this whole thing runs off of a 3S LiPo battery. So on this build, I'll be swapping everything over from the previous chassis onto the new chassis. The first thing I'll be starting with will be this speaker kit. It's one of the main features on this car, so I gotta make sure I can get this in place like it needs to be. This car was originally an extreme hopper with a little bit of kickback, which involved these servo relocation brackets. Those had to be removed in order for the speaker kit to work, and also had to grind down all the tabs to the back of the chassis and move the magnetic mount to the bottom side of the chassis. Once all of that was done, I was able to put the speaker kit in place. The speaker kit was originally designed to only fit with the stock body mount, so I improvised and installed a magnet on the bottom side of the stock body mount and cut the tabs off, and installed some Velcro on the side of the speaker box for it to stay in place on the chassis. And for the final touch on the speaker kit, I installed these awesome custom hydraulic pumps from Braveheart Customs. To give that King of Bling a little more detail, Chad got these custom TV mounts made for the Tiny Circuits mini TVs. He will actually be having these available for sale in the near future. The engraving is done by Julian Blee, and the engraving will not be included with these. One final touch for the shell is a 2-tone trim kit, but now I'm going to start moving on to the chassis. First things first, I'm going to swap out the servos with these new hydro pump servos. I'll try to keep everything on the chassis as low profile as possible to make room for Jerry's deep interior. For the front hydro pump servos, they'll be running on direct power with a 3S LiPo battery. For the rear servos, which are Jerry's ultra-fast super pump servos, they'll be running off of a Castle 10 amp BEC. This car will also be equipped with a low and slow underglow kit and power for the speaker system. Speaking of power, Chad found this mini 3S LiPo battery, which is even smaller than a Z 3S LiPo battery, and I got it sitting up front on the chassis, and it fits perfect and clears the interior with no issues. I had to bring the rear end closer onto the car due to the sound system, so it's still running an extended rear end link kit with a limited slip drive shaft, but it is now running on shorter shocks and shorter servo arms. But due to the direct power, this car will still be banging out bumper regardless. After putting all this hard work into this car, it was time to give it a test. As of right now, there is no weight on the car at all, and it's running direct power with a 3S LiPo battery. car's hopping pretty good, but it was a little hard to keep it steady. So I decided to add about 3 weight plates and the rear trunk pan. Now the car seems a little more steadier and it's about hitting the bumper consistently and it's running a lot smoother. Y'all to make sure to rap for the King of Bling. Stay tuned for the next video and the next build. Special shout out to the homie Chad. Thank you for trusting me with your builds. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See y'all on the next one.